Chapter 1379. Alex was criticized by Kano, and he felt a little uncomfortable on his face, and felt a little uncomfortable in his heart. So, he gave a dry cough and said apologetically, "Kano, I am indeed responsible for this matter. I want to say sorry to you and Uncle." "Sorry," Kano said angrily, "since you want to apologize, even if you don't think that my dad is your elder, it is because my dad has been looking for you for so many years. You should also apologize to my dad." "No. Let me tell my dad that he has found you." "What does it mean?" Alex looked at her angry expression and said seriously, "Kano, think about it for yourself. I have lived in Oris Hill Welfare Institute for 10 years, but Uncle came to Oris Hill to look for me several times, but failed to find my whereabouts. Why? Someone must not want Uncle to find me. The other party can make Uncle not find me. This proves that he is very strong, and I don't know whether it is a friend or an enemy. If you tell Uncle now, it will only cause Uncle trouble." Seeing that Kano's expression eased, Alex continued. "Also, why my parents were forced to leave Eastcliff back then, why they died unexpectedly when they arrived in Oris Hill, these are still unknown, plus someone hiding my information back then. There might be a huge hidden secret behind this, so I must first find out what happened in the past, find out who is watching me behind me, who intends to bring danger to me and the people around me. And not going to meet with Uncle." Kano cried and said, "But my dad has really missed you for so many years. He has only two biggest wishes now, one is to find you and the other is to watch me get married." Alex solemnly promised, "Kano, don't worry, when I find out everything one day, I will personally go to Eastcliff and visit Uncle Moon." When Alex said this, Kano's expression became even more painful. She burst into tears and said, "My dad was diagnosed with lung cancer 2 years ago. He has been treated for several courses in China and the America, but there has been no cure. Top doctors all over the world say that this disease is impossible to cure. Yes, no matter how much money is spent, it is impossible, just like Apple's jobs. Maybe one day his condition suddenly deteriorates and he will die." Alex exclaimed, "Lung cancer? How is Uncle Moon now?" Kano said, "I just came back from the United States and was recuperating at home. The reason why I was willing to take the American film is because my dad is going to the America for treatment. After the filming of the film, his treatment is over, so I returned to Japan for a while." Afterwards, she sighed and said quietly, "The results of the treatment in the America this time are not good. I feel that his body is getting worse and worse. I don't know which day." Alex couldn't help but feel sad when he heard this. After so many years of drifting away, he has no feelings for Kano's father or even Kano's family. "If I hadn't met Kano, I might not think of this family again for the rest of my life. After all, they were too young back then, and they didn't leave a deep feeling and impression on themselves." But when he heard that Kano said that after she and her father had put so much effort to find themselves, he couldn't help being moved. Since becoming an orphan at the age of 8, Alex has encountered too few good people in the past 10 years. I met people who really cared about him, even fewer. There is one Mrs. Brown from the orphanage, one from Lord Richard, and one from his wife, Emma. Elder Richard also passed away. In this world, Mrs. Brown and Emma are the only ones who really care about and love him. But now, there are 2 more people who care about themselves. One is Kano Moon and the other is her father Uncle Moon. Uncle Moon was able to find himself day by day for so many years, which he had never thought of before.